How could doing Amazon FBA product research possibly cost you $5,000? Can't you just use Jungle Scout for $69 a month and find products to sell? In this episode, we're gonna answer those questions and give you 3 tips to save yourselves from thousands of unnecessarily spent dollars down the road. What's up guys, I'm Mandy, and on this channel we're talking all things about building a brand and scaling your business. In this video specifically, we're talking about Amazon FBA product research. We've got 3 tips for you guys here to save yourself thousands of dollars down the road. And you're gonna use these 3 tips while you're doing your Amazon FBA product research. I've got an entire playlist here on my channel for Amazon FBA product research to show you how it's done using my favorite tool, Jungle Scout. So make sure you check out that playlist. I'll throw some links here for you guys to go check those videos out. Now, tip number 1 for saving yourself thousands of dollars when doing your Amazon FBA product research is to keep it small, lightweight, and simple. One of the biggest costs that you'll have when you're placing your first order, your first bulk order, right? So you're ordering 100, 500, 1,000 units, is going to be your shipping cost. Now, if you listen to my podcast, you'll hear me talk a lot about shipping air express. There's a lot of benefits to that. I'm not gonna go deep into that in this episode. I've got other content on my channel, on my podcast to help you guys understand that philosophy a little bit better. But if you keep it small, lightweight, and simple, your shipping costs are gonna be dramatically lower than they would be if you're selling if you're selling a larger or heavier type of product. So by selling small, lightweight, plastic, textile, silicone, think of products, especially for your first product, right? You know, down the road, we can sell all other sorts of products. We can sell bigger, heavier products down the road when we have an established brand and we have more cash flow. But starting off, if you're starting off with smaller, lightweight products, you're gonna be able to ship hundreds, if not thousands of units for maybe just a couple $100s, okay? It's gonna save you a ton of money, especially when you're first getting your business off the ground. If you have a budget of, let's say, $5,000 to start your brand, to launch your first product, a lot of that is gonna get eaten up by your first order. And if you have, a $1,000 or $2,000 shipping cost for your first order, you're gonna see a lot of your budget go down the drain. That's gonna eat into your margins. That's gonna make everything more difficult to scale up down the road. So from day 1, when you're doing your product research, think about small, lightweight, and simple products, especially for that first product. The second tip to save yourself $5,000 or possibly more while doing your Amazon FBA product research is to keep in mind the minimum order quantities for the products that you're researching. Now, how I'm going to explain this would be, think about products or research products that don't require a lot of customization. We obviously want to be unique. We want to try to differentiate. So we want to try to make our product unique in some way, shape, or form. Here's the thing though, there's a lot of products already out there, already being manufactured by hundreds of suppliers overseas, that you can take different pieces and aspects of those products and make them your own by combining those different types of pieces. Textiles are a really simple example. If you're in the textile world of pretty much anything, backpacks, t-shirts, clothing, sheets, pillowcases, towels, anything that relates to textiles, it's very easy to customize it to your liking, whether that's with custom printed designs, colors, cutouts, shapes, sewing patterns. You can customize all that for a really low cost. However, if you were going into something like metal, electronics, Bluetooth headphones, right? And you wanted to make your own custom design where the shape or the housing of whatever it is that you're making is a customized shape, you're gonna get hit with mold costs, right? So a mold cost is basically the cost to set up your equipment, set up your CNC machine, or make a mold that they can pour plastic into that will fit the shape of whatever plastic toy or whatever you're making. That's gonna cost you hundreds, in many cases thousands of dollars to set up. So by simply avoiding those types of products from your launch product, your first product, you're gonna save yourself thousands of dollars down the road. The other thing too with getting into very highly customized products, unique products, like I said, that could potentially require a mold, you're going to get hit with really high minimum order quantities. So when you speak to manufacturers or suppliers, you're gonna say, hey, I wanna make my own blue light glasses here. I wanna make my own drawing tablet, let's say like this right here, or wireless mouse. I wanna make my own, customize. They're gonna say, okay, if you wanna make your own customized one of those things or anything like that that's really specialized like that, they're gonna have to set up the machine different and set up the whole supply chain different. They're gonna require you to order 1,000 or 2,000 units. Now think about cost. Let's say it costs you $5 to produce one unit or $10 to produce one unit, and they're forcing you to order 2,000 units. You're looking at $10,000 to $20,000 right off the bat from your first order. So again, tip number 2, think about minimum order quantities. Think about how customized is your product. Is it something that they can already customize and piece together using what they're already making? Or is it going to require a whole new mold cost, a whole new machining setup in order to create your product? Tip number 3 to save yourself $5,000 or potentially more when doing your Amazon FBA product research is to look for products that are already selling in the market for around $20 to $50, let's say. Once you get over $20 to $50, you're pushing upwards of $100, maybe $200 to $300. The cost of actually making that type of product is going to be significantly higher. So an example we could think about is, let's say it's a drone. Let's say you want to sell your own type of drone flying camera. Now the markup on those is probably pretty crazy. I bet if you were to do some research, there's probably people out there selling drones for $100 or $200 that they can get made for 20 or 30 bucks. But even then, 20 or 30 bucks per unit is going to add up extremely quickly when you're, required to order 500 units or 1,000 units. So if you stick in the price range of products $20 to $50, the cost of making that product very likely will be in the $5 to $10 range. So when you go to place your first order, let's say you're placing your first order and they require 1,000 units, but it's only $5 to make, it's going to cost you $5,000. Whereas, you're selling a drone and it costs you $30 to make and you're required to order 1,000 units, you're going to get hit with a $30,000 first order fee, and you haven't proven concept, you haven't even sold a single unit yet, you're forced to fork over 30 grand before ever selling a single product. So again, keeping that price range lower when you're looking for your first product to sell is going to help you lower your costs. One more time to recap the 3 tips. The first tip is to keep it small, lightweight, and simple. That's going to help you drastically cut down your shipping costs. Number 2, keep in mind minimum order quantities. How customized is your product? Are you able to order this product in lower quantities? And tip number 3, look for products in the price range of $20, $25 to $50. Those products are going to be a lot cheaper to manufacture. It's going to be a lot less of a commitment upfront from you, capital-wise, money-wise, which is going to reduce your financial risk, financial loss, stuff like that. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. If you found something useful or information that you enjoyed, please leave me a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed because I've got more videos coming out for you guys. Notifications on so you don't miss anything. I've got all the strategies to help you build your own business, create the life that you can enjoy. I want to give you one last invite to check the links below this video. I've got a free guide for you. I'd recommend you download a free 5-day email course to help you learn how to find products to sell, to help you figure out what to sell for your first product. So make sure you check that link below this video. I'm Andy. See you in the next video.